situation. It's a shame to see my people dying from starvation. Africa is the richest place in
Ladies
the
and
world.
gentlemen, welcome.
Diamonds and
Welcome,
gold,
welcome, welcome.
billionaires and millionaires.
Did you
And my
know
people dying from starvation. I just want to
250
know.
years ago,
I just want to
the
know
white European called the people that were living in the Americas
when you people die
terrorists?
from starvation.
It's the same thing they're doing with the people that live into the land of Canaan. They're calling them terrorists. Guess what?
What you gonna do?
Because they're fighting for their land that have been taken away
Dying from starvation.
by the Europeans.
My people dying.
And everyone kept silent
What you gonna do
of the wrongdoing.
about the situation?
The Chinese are not saying anything.
About the situation.
The Russians,
People dying.
the Indians,
Dying from starvation. The
El
English.
Cabilan, they are not saying anything about this
I said,
taking away of land.
what you gonna do about the situation?
To be honest,
Do
they really kept silent
what you gonna do about this
and try mumble among themselves.
people dying one by one.
Look, they're not trying to take the land away from the white men.
Dying two by two.
No one in the world today
People,
or in dispensation of time is trying to take the land away from the white man that they took away from the Indian and from the Palestinians and from the El Cabilan people, which you call Africa. No, because they think that white these white people belongs to a man you call God. So everybody get caught up and tangled up. And this God is not going to redeem them because this God of the Bible, that's what the people believe in, that is under the hands of the white man brutality. They believe, hey, this God gonna save them. The God of the Quran is gonna save them. The God of the Maccabee Bible is gonna save them. The God of the English Bible is gonna save them. It's not, there's no God gonna be saving, especially the black man. Have you ever sit down and think about the brutality that the white man placed upon the black people? Have you ever think within your own mind, not reading from a book? Because we have eyewitness. They cut their feet off because they run away. They cut their testicles off because they look at a white woman. They hang them up on trees with a rope. And you're going to talk about some bullshit. You're talking about some God is going to save you. You can't think properly because you do not know the laws of nature. And when you do not know the laws of nature, you get stuck in everything you're doing. You do not know about the trees, the herbs, the fish, the stone, the birds, the four-footed beasts. You do not know nothing about them. All you can do is eat them. You don't know the mystical power within all these creatures. So by you don't know the mystical powers, only thing you can think about is to eat them. That's what I'm talking about, the laws of nature. So by you don't know the laws of nature, you goes off to man-made nature and their laws. Hey, you can't go here. This is not yours. I'm going to take this away. Plant this time. Plant this time. And you already know within yourself that man, especially the woolly man, he know the laws of nature, but he lose most of it. Because he's hearkening unto the voice of the white man, because he think the white man is some deity, or you want to call it God, or whatever. And nothing going to take place with the black man unless he rise up and wake up. As I said in Paul's program, he have been sleeping for too long. And Marcus Garvey said, look, you know what's happened? He's not going to wake up until the white man back him up against the wall. You know, back him up, then he's going to wake up. And this way, he will overstand much better. Just like what they're doing in Palestine, as you call it, Palestine. They're backing up the people against the wall. And everybody sit back. You know why they sit back? Because they're afraid of the white man. Because, look, the white man is not afraid to kill you. So if you want to talk bullshit, you go ahead. I already know that the white European is not afraid to kill anyone. They will kill their own mother, babies and child, if it comes to the point. So other race of people, they're not afraid to kill you. Listen to how the president of the United States is speaking. He said he can go out in New York Street and kill someone and nothing will happen. Hello? Someone, he didn't say that it's black or white, but he can kill someone and nothing will happen. So he's going around with brutality. And you can't see. Hello? You can't see the brutality of this man. And also the other man in the place you call Canaan. You can't see the brutality of killing the original people that was there before they came there. Everybody kept silent. Huh? Everybody kept silent. So you tell me what you think going to happen. Hello? Tell me what you think is going to happen when the black man is not rising up. Or maybe he can't rise up, he's already completely dead. Because he's still talking about this God and this Jesus. And this God and this Jesus is not doing anything. So his mind being locked up and tied up. You know, the mind is inside of the brains. You know, your thought is inside of the brains. You know, your idea is inside of your brains. And your understanding is inside of the brains. Everything is on the head of all creature. The knowledge, the understanding. It's not in the body. The body just have feelings. And that's all it is. Only one is in the body, feelings. And all the knowledge is in the head, in the brains. So if you don't wake up, you're not going to understand. As Marcus Garvey said. And no one is helping the people that live in the land of Canaan. But why we are not trying to get rid of those Europeans that live into the land of Canaan? Africa does sit there, as you call it, Africa. It does sit there not doing nothing. They're not even talking. Are you understand what I'm saying? These son of a bitch that call themselves leaders, not even talking. They're not getting together and talk. What can we do with these Europeans that is taking our land slowly? They want to talk about Jesus and God on Sunday, like today. When Sunday comes, they want to go to the preacher, talk about God. And they forget that the word or the name God is given by the European. As I said in past program, look, nothing has been made, nothing has been created. The earth been here from time and time, as we call it earth, and it will remain here after time, because we live in time and we die in time. There is no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There is none. Those are made by man. In the past, my great grandfather didn't know the word Monday or the name, because he only lived in time. And that's why none of the people that live in Kemet, that they buried, die and gone, have the date of when they were born and when they were dead. Not one of the tomb or one of the grave, none of them have the date when they died. So that means they did not use no date. They just live in time and they die in time. So nothing has been made or created or formed. These are people are telling you bullshit, so you lost your thought and lost your ideas and lost your understanding. If things was created, it would be a time when it was created. When you build a house, you have a date when you build a house, right? When you make a car, you have a date when you make the car. So if the earth was made, there should be a date in it when it was made. Huh? But the people lost their sense. If there was no heaven and there was no earth, where was this God living? Because as the statement in the book you call the Bible, there was no earth, there was no heaven, there was no star, there was no moon, there was no sun, but God was. So where was this God? So the people cannot understand. And that's why we having problem as black people. Yes, that's why we having problem as black people. Because our mind steadfast on this God. In the meantime, the white man is doing all the brutality on your physical body. And you can't see. They're experimenting on our people night and day. And you can't see. Those that went into the asylum, they experiment on them. And you cannot see. Those that go to the hospital, they also do the same. In the prison, they do the same. But we cannot see what the white man is doing to find out who we are. And they will never find out who we are. Because we are more witty more than them. With the laws of nature. We are not a type of people that try to kill all the race of people. And that's the problem we have. That's the problem we're having. We are afraid to kill out a race of people. In the meantime, they're killing our people. Because this God is going to do stuff unto you. Look, if there's a God, he have a plan already. He said he's going to destroy the earth with fire. That's the plan he have for human being and all birds and all the four-footed beasts. He have a plan to destroy all of them with fire. So what type of God is that? Just think about it. But people are afraid to speak up because they lost their sense of direction. And it's the same thing taking place into the land of Canaan. The Europeans have a plan to kill all the Palestinians and take the land away from them. Just like what the Europeans did with the American Indians, as you call them, or the indigenous people. They came and they killed them and took the land away. So hey, these people are not people you're supposed to kiss up with, really, if you want to think. Because they destroy other race of people. Tell me what you do not understand. The European came to the Americas and destroyed the people. Jamaica, Barbados, Panama, Nassau, Freeport. They kill all these people. Tell me what you don't understand. Huh? They kill the people and inherit the land. And now they're going to tell you that they were here long time ago. So they fool your mind. They did it in Africa before they came to the Western world. They take Kemet, Syria, the land of Canaan. They took all that land. Iraq, Kuwait, South Africa. They took all of that land and killed the people. Tell me what you do not understand, black man. And you're going around, as they said in Jamaica, you want to talk fuckery? You know, the Jamaican authorities, when they caught all these criminals, say, hey, I don't want you to talk no fuckery now. That means they want to speak a Nancy story. They don't want to hear that. And that's what our people are doing right now, talking fuckery. For those of you who do not understand what I'm saying, it means we don't want to hear what you're saying. Because what you're saying is bullshit. You're not coming up with the real Mackay. And if we don't hear the real Mackay, we're going to whip you. And they will beat them until they get the real understanding out of them. So that's why they use the word, we don't want to hear your fuckery. Or you want to talk fuckery. That's a talk in Jamaica. So what I'm saying, the people need to wake up. And stop talk fuckery. You're talking about God for how long? For a long time. My people have been talking about God and nothing take place. The white men still have you in captivity. Hello? The white men still have you in captivity. So what you going to do about him have you in captivity? Or you think he's going to release you? Talk to me. Do you think the white man is going to release you from captivity? You're not trying to release yourself. You're comfortable. A lot of old folks still comfortable into the captivity. They're not trying to rebel. Just like some of the Palestinians. They goes over on the side of the European, fighting amongst their people, which they should fight with their people. And you think when the authority of the Palestinian get rid of them, they're doing wrong. They're not doing wrong. Because they becomes enemy of their own people. Just like the black people becomes enemy of their own people. You know what I mean? So when they become the enemy of their people, you have to get rid of them. It doesn't matter how nice they are. Because when you become enemies of your own people, you're no good to yourself or you're no good to your people. Straight up. And we have a lot of black men kissing up with the white men in that manner. Listen, I know black people, black men. I know black men that he don't want to be around black men. He don't want to be with black women. That's how sick he became. He said he don't have nothing to do with a black man. And he's black. He don't want to go where his brother is. Because he kissing up with white women and white men. He think he's much better off, I think, when he do that. But he don't know that his mind becomes sick towards his people. And when your mind becomes sick towards your people, then there is nothing you can do too much. And we have a lot of them we call Uncle Tom. I don't know why they call him Uncle Tom. But some of our people are really sick. They don't want to associate with their own people. You could imagine that? Black man doesn't want to associate with his own people. Huh? Because he thinks that his people is beneath him. And what funny, he will go out there and pick up a trashy white woman and take her home, buy her clothes, put her in his house. I know, look, what I'm saying to you, I know of people that do shit like that. And when they dress up all these white women and these white women become real smart again, they walk away from this black man that helped them. They rather pick up a trashy white woman more than pick up a trashy black woman. And also sometimes the black woman will do the same thing. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of men go through that. These ladies walking down the street and they lost their sense of direction and they rescue them and take them home and feed them up, give them clothing, shelter. And when they figure they're up there, they will walk away or they criticize you. And that's what a lot of people do. So most time, nice man or woman just walk away from that situation and do not do any help. But back to the Palestinians. We got to wake up. Black man, too much wrong is taking place with these people. And they are, look, the Palestinian made a mistake by giving up all those remaining hostage that they hold that was alive. And by they do that, then the Israelis going to get rid of all of them. I don't call them Israeli, they're European. If you really want to check it out real good. The people that was living there, they are not European. I'm going to tell you again so you can understand. The people that were living there called Israelite into the land of Canaan. And they were claimed to be the guardian of divine power. They claimed to be the guardian of divine power. And I will leave it at that. And that's why they call Israelite. You don't have to believe what I'm saying because I don't do believe. I have to see for myself. So into the land of Canaan, you know, every place that they capture, they gave it a name. Mesopotamia, they gave it name Iraq. And that's why they do stuff like that. They change the name. Who changed the name are they? European. They change the name all the time. So by they change name, you think the name is okay. If you go to the Caribbean, they change the names of all that land. And that's the problem we're having. We let the white men dominate by we are afraid to do what they are doing with other people. We welcome them in too much. You figure, hey, they're nice people. They're not going to hurt us. And once they get our knowledge, they turn around and bite the hand that feed them. As I said in past program, we are the one that bring them into existence. There's no God made them, as you want to use the word God. They're not of nature. Hello? It's like the mule. The mule is not of nature. The chicken is not of nature. Hello? Tell me what you do not understand so I can help you. Send me an email so I can help you. There's a lot of things are not from nature. They are come by man interference. Do you understand? They're not of nature. So man change them around. And that's the problem we're having, not trying to understand what things is of nature. There's a lot of birds are not of nature. There's a lot of four-footed beasts that is not of nature. Man change them around. And it's the same with men and women. We are all not of nature. But the first man that is of nature bring other things in existence with doing of interference. The white men know they're not of nature. They know that. The Chinese know that. So why the black people are guessing? Meaning of nature, they're not the first people. Who are the first people? The black man. And he's black like this. That's how he was. Not of me. I became mixed up. But I came out with the wool that is of nature. So I'm one of them, the woolly man. Don't get shit twisted. The Chinese is not of nature. The Indian is not of nature. The white man is not of nature. The only one is the woolly man, the black man. So if you want to continue to get shit twisted, think some God out there made you, and And you know what is funny? Just listen to these preachers. We have a preacher right now. He's saying God is the Word. Listen, word came from your mouth. Okay? Any word you spoke came from your mouth. So if God is Word, he got to have a mouth. And he's not a man, and he's a spirit. Have you ever heard of that? God is not a man, but he have words. And words only can come from human. The four-footed beast or the bird doesn't use words. They make sounds. All four-footed beasts make sounds. They don't use words as we use it into the English language. So it came from the mouth. So for you to have words, you have to have a mouth, and you have to have a head, and you have to have a body. Hello? For you to have sounds. We don't have sounds. Yeah, we can make sounds, but we use words. If you use sound, it's going to be too hard to understand that language. That will be the sound that we are making. And you have to learn how to understand that. Nippy, sippy, whippy, hippy, tippy, tappy, toe, too, ta. Those are sounds we use as kids in school. Call it gypsy language. Okay? So by you using these words, vocal sounds, the God have to have a head and a mouth. So when we leave all this stuff alone about this God that this white man made up, you will understand much better. But by you can understand, you let the people, European people, are killing the Palestinians. One by one, I said it already, they're going to slowly kill them one by one. And that's what they're doing. Slowly killing them one by one. And the people can't see, and the people are not waking up to stop it. So what you going to do, Mr. Black Man, when the Palestinian is getting killed? Hello? Mr. Black Man, what you going to do about helping the Palestinian or helping the Canaanites? I don't know if they still call themselves Canaanites. But you know, the black people that were living there, they are the first inhabitants of the land. And it's on the continent of El Cabilan. Some people don't want to use the word El Cabilan anymore. They still want to use the word Africa. And I've been telling them the place named El Cabilan. Our ancestors gave it that name. And the European gave it name Africa. Hello? It's just like Ethiopia. It's called Kush. And the European gave it name Ethiopia. And the Rastaman is not trying to go back to the name Kush and try to talk to the Kushite. They're all locked up in the misunderstanding of the white man doing. And all the Jamaican, all the Barbadian, all the Trinidadians, Rasta men, they all want to go back to Zion. And Zion is not in Kush. Zion in Canaan. Mount Zion, that's where it is. But by you get twisted and tangled up and tied up and wrapped up in the doing of the white man, you get too messed up. And another thing this preacher is saying, that it's a shame for man to have their wool on their face, on their head. And all he's going with is with the Bible. And he forget the tradition of the Israelite. The Israelite is from the land of Canaan. Though it was forbidden for them to put razor on their face. That's why they have such knowledge of nature and its contents. Every time you put a razor on your face, you lose your knowledge of nature. That's why they're silly. A lot of people cannot understand. But the tradition of the Israelite were not to use razor. So the white men changed a lot of shit around. When you lose your mystical power, then you could use a razor because you do something wrong with the mystical power. There is a power on this planet that when you tap into it, you can do a lot of stuff. You can move your physical body from one place to another. You can raise up the dead corpse and put it back to sleep. The people you call the pharaohs that the white man gave them name, they could do all of that stuff. You see, on their turban or their robe or the cap that they wear, they use the vulture, or the face of the vulture, or the serpent. A lot of people don't know the power of the serpent. A lot of people don't know the power of the raven. A lot of people do not know the power of the hawk. A lot of people do not know the power of the sparrow. A lot of people do not know the power of the nightingale. That's a bird. Those are birds I'm telling you about. A lot of people do not know the power of the swallow. A lot of people do not know the power of the woodpecker, as you give it name. A lot of people don't know the power of the duck. A lot of people does not know the power of the guinea hen. You know, the guinea hen is just from Africa. A lot of people do not know the power of the mourning dove. A lot of people do not know the power of the turtle dove. A lot of people do not know the power of the ground dove. Ground dove. A lot of people do not know the power that they have of the feathers, of the body, of the liver, of the heart. No, they don't know. 1 and 2 people maybe know. And that's the problem we are having, not knowing the laws of nature. Are you following me? And many, many, many more fowls that you do not know the power that they have. A lot of people do not know the power of the lions. The power that you can take from the lion. A lot of people don't know. Emperor Selassie now. Have you seen his rod? Emperor Selassie's little rod that he carry with him? It's made from the lion. Which part of the lion? I will not tell you that at this moment. But the eyes of the lion have power. His skin, his private part. Many people do not know the power of the donkey. Also, the one that is not of nature, which you call mule. He got so much power, he can make a woman. Whew, I can't tell you that one. I cannot tell you that. But he got so much power, you would not believe it. Also the elephant. See, if we know the power of all these creatures, all the four-footed beasts, we would be a mighty nation again. If we know the powers of all the fish that into the ocean, the barracuda, the papa fish, the snapper, the crab, the lobster, if we know the power of them, we would be mighty nation again. But we want to play games with this Jesus story. So we lost our sense of direction. So when you tell people something now, they think you're talking nonsense. Because they never heard it before. They never heard that the lion have a lot of power within its body. And you can extract that power and use it for your own gain, for material, or to get rid of the enemies. They never heard of that. They never know that the camel have a lot of power. You can use the camel to make war against nation. And I know someone in Africa know that power. As the Iranian leader said that they found a lot of Israeli magical symbol in their land that the Israeli are using, the white European. A magical symbol of King Solomon. They found them there. So, hey, so people are doing magic. White magic, black magic, red magic. They are doing magic there because all of the magical book is made by the European. They take our shit and turn it around. They didn't know about magic. Magic is to make things invisible. Or you use a frog and do certain things and make things become invisible. Invisible. You take things from them and put the things from your body and make them become invisible. You go places nobody cannot see you. The Israeli, as you call them Israeli, they know to do that. So why would the president of Iran said all those symbols are from the Israelis that they found in Iran? They're using black magic. Huh? Look, you see this symbol here? This is the Star of David. Or you call it a tetragrammaton. This symbol can stop any demons from following you any place. Solomon used this symbol to build his temple. And he catch all the demons. Solomon catch all the demons to build his temple. And Solomon is black. Solomon is from the line of David. Emperor Selassie is from the line of Solomon. So look, I'm giving you one overstanding knowledge. All of the American soldiers, Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, they have the 5-pointed stars on their uniform. They have this symbol. This symbol is to protect and serve. If you do not understand what I'm saying, send me an email so you can get more understanding. Okay? That's the greatest symbol in all magical symbol. And the Israeli have it also themselves, as you call them, the European. So stop letting people fool your mind. So if the Palestinians wake up, they will have much better understanding of what these white people are doing. They're going to kill all of them. And look, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Kuwait, Iran, Jordan, Egypt, they're going to let the Israeli kill all the Palestinians. Just like when the European was killing the indigenous people, nobody didn't say anything. They kept silent. Only Russia say a little bit. And Mexico. And that's what's taking place right now. Because we have a demons hanging around in the White House. And that demons in the White House, we got to get rid of the demons. Because the demons, there's a lot of demons there. Demons is different from Duppy. And Duppy is different from Ghost. And Ghost is different from Spirit. And Jumbi is different from Spirit. And Tarabone, Hurtbone Spirit is different. So when we have all of these one place, we're going to have a whole bunch of Tarabone. Mix up, mix up, mix up. So we got to shake things up and bring things back into order. Because the President of the United States is going around and he's not making peace, he's pretending. Because see what they're doing with Venezuela? They're doing all type of crazy stuff. So when they finish with Venezuela and they finish with Palestine, who next? Who want to make war with me? That's the answer. That's the question of the United States. And the president of Russia is going around like everything is okay. And he's not thinking. He loses thought right now. He's keep on going around in foreign countries and they already set plan for him. There's a plan set for him. But he loses thought. And maybe get caught up. Because he forget there's a plan set for him. And once you lose your thought in doing things, you get messed up. But as I said, black men, there's nobody out there helping the Palestinians. There is nobody helping the Palestinians. You know why they're not helping? Because they don't care. They care less of what's taking place. And by you care less of what's taking place, that's it. As I said, Marcus Garvey said, if you don't wake up the white man, he's going to back you up against the wall. And that's it. When we leave this Jesus and leave this God alone, then we will wake up. As long as the black man is fooling the black people mind about this God and this Jesus, nothing going to take place. It's been going on for thousands of years, as you call it years. I could say thousands of times, but you will not understand what I'm saying. So I have to say years. The white man been fooling you for a long time, and you're still going around with his foolishness. Once you wake up and realize who you are, that you are the master of this universe, and you let someone try to take it away from you completely, then you will wake up. But as long as you do not understand what I'm saying, you're going to stuck on the band-aid. Peace. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Respect.